life is good. 한동안 잊었어 이 느낌을. For better life, for better love. 이제는 나도 두 배 벌어.
With you in the starring role, so you ended up not doing it but remaining heavily involved. How do you think that it turned out?
I mean, I feel like it turned out incredible. You know, the timing wasn't right for me at the time, but I always felt like this film had the potential to be special, and I think it really is. So I knew I just wanted to be involved with it somehow, you know, if not acting in it, to be able to do something with the music. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it, and it came together.
You did. Can you talk to us a little bit about the music and how it works throughout the film?
There's stuff from the soundtrack that's in the movie, and there's stuff on the soundtrack that kind of just feels like the movie, because we always want to make, like I always want to do stuff that, when we're doing stuff from music, that fits it reminds you of the, who's this guy? It reminds you of the film, you know, like Breakfast Club, I Had a Tiger, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the direction that we went with the soundtrack.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited to see it and happy you stayed involved.
I'm excited for you guys to see it, because the movie's incredible.
To get into his process, and you were trying to get him to actually do some freestyling and do some rhyming for you, right?
Yeah, we'd been sort of pushing him to sort of do a little rap and a little sort of freestyle, because you know he really came up in these underground clubs where it were these one-on-one rap battles where it was all about insults and insulting the other person and cutting them with a really clever turn of phrase and basically scoring a knockout punch verbally. So I was trying to get him to do that a little bit with me. Listen, if you're not up to the challenge, if you've dulled.
If I was to do something, it could come off really whack. But I might do something and say that your shirt is really black. But hold it right there, because I don't fight fair. I've got an idea that's a nightmare. You have white hair. something along the line.
My goal is to become a rapper, and I don't know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am serious. I'm sick of doing the show, to be honest with you. I'm really sick of it.
Okay. Well, for me, what I do in my career is I like to draw like things from my past, and you know what I mean, like and think of something that upsets you as a child or something like that.
Like emotional pain.
Yeah, like emotional pain, like things to
Oh, all right. When I was in high school, I was a manager of the shoe department at a clothing store, and I never really felt appreciated. So that could be something.
That's a start. That's a start.
You know what the worst thing that happened to me, I think, as a kid is? It was my first day of junior high school, and my dad got a new briefcase. And so his old briefcase was sitting in the kitchen, and my mom said, I have a good idea. You should put your books in the briefcase. And the first minute of my first day of junior high school, I walked into the school cafeteria and with my briefcase, and these big kids screamed at me, "Hey, Briefcase Joe!"
Maybe you could use that as your rap name, like Briefcase Joe.
You're saying takes like my weakness and turn it into
a strength. Yeah, then you turn your negatives into a positive.
I like that. I can do that.
I mean, you should be writing all these things down, honestly, man.
Yeah, let's put it down on paper with pens. I just try to think of things
in front of all your friends, and you know what I'm saying, like. So I feel like giving them no warning was the best thing to do, just because it doesn't give people enough time to, when the revival track list came down the pipe.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like, overwhelmingly, this shit is gonna be trash.
Yeah.
And
that was before
nobody really wanted to be wrong about it.
Yeah.
They had already formed, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people had already, formed their opinions. So.
Yeah, that was interesting, like revival.
Okay, now, should I call you Eminem or Marshall or Slim? What do you like to be called?
Eminem's the Marshall.
Eminem's the Marshall, in my mind.
You can call me.
We got the voice as well. Hey, now, where have you been? What have you been doing? It's been what? Has it been 4 years, 5 years since the last album? And now you've got the new one, Relapse, coming out, but it's been a long period. This was a deliberate step away from things, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to pull back from the spotlight for a little while, just, I guess, kind of reassess my whole career. You know what I mean? I ended up in rehab in 2005, and, just kind of wanted to, like I was trying to figure out where I was going. You know what I mean? Like where I was going in my personal life and career-wise and everything, like what I was gonna do.
So I kind of wanted to. I knew that I still wanted to. I knew I wanted to take a break from the spotlight, but at the same time, I still wanted to do music, you know, because I'd go crazy if I didn't do music.
And I guess you were still creating music, writing music in that period, even if you weren't releasing it.
Yeah, I was writing music too, but I don't know. I kind of took the producer's role even more so, and you know, stepped away from the mic. Even though, I mean, I was still writing, I was still making songs, but it just wasn't. I wasn't making anything that I felt like was good enough to put out at that time. You know what I mean?
So, and then what happened? It just clicked again, or you just thought the time was right?
Well, I got sober first of all. You know what I mean? So I had to.
How tricky was that for you? Was that a difficult journey? Was that a tough thing to do?
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty rough. You know, there were a couple of years that were pretty bad for me. But you know, I'm a little over a year sober now, so I'm
congratulations.
happy to. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't got the new album yet. It's not quite out yet. I've been given a few tracks. I've been enjoying them very much. They're great fun. The single's terrific. But I love, you know, I'm a big admirer of you. I think you're just such a talented writer. What was the song you did about performing that was in 8 Mile? Lose Yourself.
Yeah.
That's got some of the best lyrics. It's such an incredible, captures the kind of the fear of performing and the need to perform and the desire to perform. I just thought that was a remarkable piece of work. If you weren't writing rap, were you writing beforehand? Was it rap that got you into writing in the first place, or were you already expressing yourself in that way?
Nah, I mean, I didn't actually like start writing. It was definitely hip hop. You know, I didn't pick up a pen and realize that I could write anything until, you know, rap got me into doing that. You know what I mean? I heard Ice-T, Reckless was one of the first songs I ever heard. Once I heard Run DMC, LL Cool J, I was like, this is what I want.
So this is the first wave of the big rappers. This is really Run DMC, those guys. Did you like Houdini and those guys as well?
Oh yeah.
The Fat Boys, you remember the Fat Boys?
Yeah, buddy.
All you can eat.
It's good.
Yeah. We should team up. We should do something. Maybe release something together.
That'd be hot.
Do you, let me ask something, and I'm sure people who rap get asked this all the time. Do you sing ever? Say you're at home and the mood takes you. Because in your rapping, it's kind of talking. If you're in the shower, a little bit of Frank Sinatra maybe?
Yeah, a lot of Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, really? Yeah. You got a good voice?
No, I mean, I sing on my records. I can't really, I'm not a singer.
But it's not singing, is it? It's not like, oh, the summer breeze, you know. No. That is officially singing, regardless of what you think. But you ever get tempted to cut loose on a record?
I mean, I've done some things, you know, here and there, like as far as like singing, but you know, I'll tell the world I can't sing. That's not my, you know what I mean, what I feel like my forte is. But you know, some hooks, if you listen to them, there's melodies in them.
Yeah, there's a melody. Well, the way you use the voice is